Tell me if this sounds fair. You're 22, about to graduate, but then a global pandemic comes on the scene, makes graduations virtual, and the whole world comes to a stop. And then you hear in the news that the government is stepping up and providing relief checks to millions of Americans. Almost every adult in America is going to receive $1,200 into their bank accounts just for being an American citizen. But then you look through the exemptions from this benefit. And as you read down, your terrible semester just gets a little worse. Your parents claimed you as a dependent on their taxes, which helped them to save more money. But because of that, you won't be getting a stimulus check, and your parents won't be getting the $500 relief. You work the equivalent of a full-time job with your schoolwork. Plus, if you're anything like me, you had a job during college so that you could just have some spending money or even just to get you through. But the government doesn't seem to think that you're worth the $1,200 stimulus check just because you're over 16 years old. That doesn't seem fair to me. I'm 22 now, and most of my peers are graduating college, but because they were claimed as dependents, they're not going to graduate with even this small benefit. What if I told you there was a chance that you could get a stimulus check or your parents could get a benefit for claiming you as a dependent? Even if it was a small chance, would you take it? Well, here's how. About 2 weeks ago, members of Congress introduced bills into the House and the Senate called the All Dependents Count and All Dependent Children Count Act. These would allow for benefits to your parents if they claimed you as a dependent, because they believe that anyone 17 to 24 years old shouldn't be excluded just because of their age. Also, there was a new bill introduced into the House of Representatives earlier this week called the Emergency Money for the People Act. This would allow for payments every month of stimulus checks into Americans' pockets, and that would even include you as a dependent 17 to 24 years old. Obviously, there are a lot more details and a lot more work to be done on any of these bills in order to make sure that they pass through both houses of Congress and the president. But that's where we come in. I won't tell you this is a sure thing, but people our age are passionate, driven, and a powerful force here in America. It seems like without a miracle, Congress is going to have to pass more legislation to help Americans out during this pandemic. And we can't let anybody who's our age be left out of these bills. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to call and email our congressmen, our congresswomen, and our senators. We're going to remind them that they work for us and that people our age deserve a voice and a payment in this economy. In the description below, I've linked contact information for as many senators, congressmen, and congresswomen as possible. So go to your state, find their emails and phone numbers, and start reaching out to them. Share this video with your college-age friends so that they can have a little bit of hope in this time and that Washington, D.C. will be overwhelmed by the response of people our age. There are obviously no guarantees, but if we press this issue hard, it'll be difficult for the government to not do their part in this. So look in the description now for your senators and representatives information and start reaching out to them today. Remember to share this video with anybody who's college age or parents of somebody who's college age, because with every share and every time we reach out to a senator or a representative of Congress, this gets a better chance of becoming a